We welcome you to George Jenkins Arena here at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland as Spectrum Sports begins a full Saturday of girls FHSAA basketball championships. Alongside Travis Jones, I'm Chris Trello. So glad to have you with us. This is the 2A final featuring the Florida A&M Baby Rattlers 10-2 against the Miami Christian Victors. They come in at 16-7. And let's show you how we got here, take you back to the region finals for Florida A&M. They've been kind of smooth sailing all the way through. You see what they did against First Baptist just a couple of days ago, and likewise for Miami Christian handling City of Life Christian. So this sets up two of the best teams in the entire class, two of the best teams really in the state. They have players that can go up and down classes. And I'll tell you what, you want to talk about one of the best, Travis, that's Erin Terrell. You just look at one stat. She's got over 4,000 points.
That's unbelievable to me that someone can have 4,000 career points, averaging 28 points per game this year. She is the leader of this team, and she wants that fourth ring.
Yeah, you're right about that. And then on the other side, you get someone very gritty, someone who just has so much passion for the game. That is Gabby Bendick for Miami Christian. She's the heart and soul of this team. And you and I were talking a little bit about her, Travis, just somebody who just wants the ball, and she looks like that basketball player you want on the court.
Yeah, your best players, your team leaders are going to step up in big moments. And in the semifinal, almost had a triple-double, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and that's what you're looking for out of your best.
It's the 11th consecutive Final Four for these Baby Rattlers, and let's take a look. You've got Erin's twin sister, Erica. She'll play guard with her. They're the two seniors in this lineup. Watch out for someone like senior Capri Cargill, She is another senior, talks so much about wanting to win, and they are led by Erica Cromartie. She's been here since 2014, and the run just continues. We're talking a lot today about her leadership through this very trying year for everyone in high school. And for Miami Christian, the Victors, we mentioned Bendick, and this is also a team that has two seniors in their lineup. Sammy Velez, the freshman, watch out for her, very talented guard, and they have some size down there with Morera in the middle, and they are led by a former FIU Panther and Chanel Davila. Had a chance to talk with her. We'll see what she can do. Took over the program a couple years ago. She said it's really nice. Maybe next year I'll have 10 players on the team. She's got 8, and she's made it all the way here to a state championship. So the Victors will be in the home white. They'll go with red number and letterings, and for FAMU, the famed orange and green in their road colors. It's the 2A championship from Lakeland. Let's do it, and the Victors win the tip. They'll look to push immediately. Nice hop step there. Ambar Ramirez, a senior, you're going to hear her name a lot.
And it looks like the game plan is to be aggressive for Miami Christian, not only on the offensive end, and now they're being aggressive defensively for full court press.
A take underneath, and we're going to get our first foul of the contest. Good passing there, and that's going to lead to some free throws for Mary Logan.
And I like FAMU's approach to the press breaker. Attack it. If someone wants to press you, you want to attack them at the other end. And if you're not scoring, at least get to the free throw line.
One more coming for Logan. She had 16-4 in the semifinal win. Average just about 9 a game. Can't convert either, and it's Bendick with the rebound. Bendick's going to be all over the floor, the captain of this team. And watch the Victors. They'll push even when they're in the half court. They're always looking to move. Here's Bendick for 3. No good off the front, then back, but a strong rebound going to lead to a foul. That's and Juliana Gonzalez, team calls her Angie, one of the captains as well.
And there we see Angie crashing the weak side board just like you're taught. stealing a possession and getting to the free throw line. And these are always the hardest free throws, I think. 10 o'clock in the morning, no background. But good for her to make that first one.
Average is just about 13 a game. Coach calls her just someone who came in with raw talent and has worked to get better every single day. And she said, you know, she's got so much effort, and when you've got effort, that's all you need to improve. You see a little bit of the press here coming for the victors. A near steal. And now there is a steal and no one ahead. Bendick takes it from Gonzalez. And what a nice start for the victors of Miami Christian, and a timeout's going to be taken for the Baby Rattlers. Coach Cromartie saying, we got to settle down here.
Yeah, that's a good timeout by Coach Cromartie. She needs to get that whiteboard out and illustrate a better attack to breaking this press. One thing you don't want to do is spin dribble against pressure like that. That's what led to the layup at the other end.
The one, even from the tip-off, though, Travis, I mean, it's the tip goes right to one guard, they pass it underneath. You've seen this a lot, especially in girls basketball. They want to set the tone immediately in the game.
And that's good coaching. You've come into this game with a strategy. You've come into this game with a plan, and it's hard when you haven't played a team or haven't even maybe ever seen the team. They might have watched them play in the semifinal, but to come in with a plan and then execute that plan, that's all coaching.
We'll see what the Baby Rattlers can do out of this timeout. We talk about coaching. Coach Cromartie knows so much success at FAMU. Now here's a shot, no good, off the glass from Logan. FAMU needs a steal. They get one. Here's a shot. That one buried. Aaron Terrell. Who do you need to turn to get the scoring? Someone with over 4,000 points.
And now we get to see FAMU's version of their press. See how the victors handle it. And that's the way to break a press, is through the middle and then attack.
Gonzalez drops it off, and sitting right there with a good attempt was Demelis Morera.
And if you're FAMU, that last possession on defense is what you want. You either want a turnover in the press or to make them force an early shot.
Two chances there for Terrell. And the victors look to push. Gonzalez all the way, nice right-handed take.
And she has really been the spark plug here early for Miami Christian.
See how aggressive the victors are, kind of fits their coach. A good pass here started from Bendick.
Here we see Angie dip the shoulder, going strong to her left.
No good there. FAMU, I think, needing to wake up a little. That's a good way to do so there from Amiri Logan, taking a couple of shots, finally gets that one to drop close.
FAMU doing the same thing Miami Christian did before, is crashing the offensive boards and stealing a possession. And there's Angie again.
That's her second offensive rebound, and it's going to stay right there. Yeah, we're 2.5 in. She's wide awake. Velez with the inbound pass, finding Angie. Bendick not afraid. What a move, and she gets fouled in the paint.
And again, we go back to strategy and game plan, and it looks though, even though FAMU is in a zone, it looks like they're going to exploit gaps and still try to get to the rim against that zone and draw fouls.
They're not afraid to, we've seen it from Angie, now we see it from Gabby. I mean, they're not afraid to drive. They're not afraid to get into the paint. They're not afraid to go to the line.
A lot of times you'll see teams, whether it be boys or girls, when they see a zone and they think that they've just got to kind of fan out behind the three and shoot a lot of threes. So I appreciate the fact that they're going to try to get into those gaps against the zone.
Miami Christian 15 of 17 in the state semifinals from the charity stripe. That's 88%.
And that's your biggest concern when you bring your team here to Lakeland. Like I said, there's not really a background that you're used to playing. And, of course, the pressure and everything like that. So that tells me that this Miami Christian team really have no fear.
Oh, another steal there. And Gonzalez may be the most fearless of them all. What an opening few minutes here for Angie. And another one. Gonzalez looking, And that one just tipped away before Marrera could get her hands on it. It'll stay down here for the victors.
And Miami Christian reminds me a little bit of the Miami Hurricanes, NCAA football. When they would get an interception, it was a race to the end zone.
Yeah.
All 11 guys would race each other to the end zone after an interception.
There's an offensive rebound from Bendick, no, with some contact. Marrera, her second chance, no. Bendick again, no. So many chances for the victors. That's going to benefit them well today. A three from Terrell, no, and it's one and done for FAMU, and the victors want to push. And we get a foul right there crossing half court. I think it's an offensive foul.
Yeah, offensive foul on Amber Ramirez, little push off there. Now, as a fan, this is the pace that I really enjoy. Both teams really going back and forth. Both teams pressing. This is a little something to wake you up here at 10 a.m.
Both teams at 33% shooting, but the victors have been able to take advantage, and right there, that's just an unfortunate play as a backcourt violation. That's the fourth turnover already, and we're not even 4 minutes in, Travis.
And we talk about Florida A&M went 4-2 in the regular season.
Yeah.
6-0 in the playoffs, and they're kind of playing like a team with not a lot of experience.
Marrera nearly got that one to rattle in, but here come the Rattlers. Good bounce pass there, and then taken away. Aggressive play. That's Velez, the freshman. All 5-3 going hard. No, but she's going to get two, and she earned it.
She's got some moxie to her game. I like her look on the. Uh-oh. That's someone Miami Christian can't lose there.
Yeah,
she's fine. You said it, the freshman. All 5-3 over there. Just forcing the issue offensively.
Coach Cromartie, a pretty veteran move right there. Got her team collected just to say a couple words. Angie Gonzalez seems to be okay up at center court.
Just ties the shoe up a little tighter.
Small wince off the front end, no good from Velez.
So this is where if you're a pressing team, you really want her to make this second free throw. It makes it so much easier to set up your press.
Yep.
I've seen some teams down here in Lakeland pressing after a miss, but it's a lot more difficult.
There's the miss. And that gives FAMU a chance to breathe for a second. Baby Rattlers, like you mentioned, and I was talking to Coach Cromartie about this after the semifinals. She goes, we've played more playoff games. It's like you were just saying, it's like that's not usually the recipe that works, but they've got a very talented team. Unfortunately, it's some one-and-dones right now. And the victor certainly setting the pace. There's a three. And that one, I don't think that even wanted to see the rim. Seul Gonzalez, the freshman. And it's 15-4.
And you talk about a team effort for the victors, everyone getting involved.
A good strong take there from Logan, the junior, who can play outside, inside. One thing Coach Cromartie says about her is she's going to work. She's going to try and clean up the glass, and we've seen that early from her.
Yes, we have. A couple offensive rebounds. She's back at the free throw line again. This is where if you're turning the ball over a lot, this is your best friend, getting to the free throw line and slowing things down, slowing the pace down, getting your bearings, so to speak. Angie Gonzalez had about a 12-second break. She's back in the game.
And there you go. So now a 9-point lead for the victors. A little bit of a press from FAMU, but easily across. Bendick trying to work her way through a sea of orange, and we get a jump ball, and the Baby Rattlers are going to get it right back.
So the old adage is that pressing teams don't like to be pressed, and I think we're seeing that here. Two pressing teams who are turning the ball over a lot against the press.
Strong off the glass, no good there from Aaron Terrell, and up ahead Bendick. Smart move to turn, picked up her dribble though. Almost taken away. Gonzalez good from one, makes another. Seul Gonzalez does not like the rim. She just likes the twine.
If it hits the rim, she won't count it.
2 for 2 for the freshman. Bendick so aggressive, so too is Gonzalez, and it's going to bite her right there.
Foul called against number 11, Angelina Gonzalez, her first personal, team 4. Taking the game for Lady Victors, number 4, Amber Ramirez.
So Bendick will catch a break here. We'll see if she rests more than Angie did or not.
And another one taken away. A battle right at center court. Jump ball going to stay with the Victors. They just keep on battling.
Anxious to see how Miami Christian's offense operates without Gabby Bendick in there. Amber's going to take the point, see how she does.
And inside, tipped away. Good play from Antonia Davis. Tried underneath, and a foul going to come from behind against Logan as they were trying to find Gonzalez.
Foul called against number 14, Mary Logan, her first personal.
Should mention Angie and Sewell are sisters, so it's no surprise both of them shining right now. Almost a turnover. And then a smart play in the corner from Velez, the freshman, very heady. Ball was kind of juggled around right in front of the Baby Rattler bench, and so she threw it off a FAMU defender.
Yeah, very smart play. She was laying out of bounds, so throw it off her. Good play.
Good job there from Amber Ramirez, and the senior taking the nice high percentage shot.
And anytime you have seniors, which we do have a lot of seniors in this game, you can tell there's urgency in this last game of their career.
Especially the year we've been through, where I think, you know, they saw some of their friends right after the tournament last year. You know, if you played a spring sport and you were a senior last year, you lost it. And so I think these seniors this year understand just how important it is to see this through here on this final Saturday. And look at that. You think these players don't want it? Angie Gonzalez. So the jump ball goes back over to FAMU with 1:41 remaining in this opening quarter from Lakeland. A 20-6 lead for the Victors of Miami Christian over the Baby Rattlers of FAMU. They have been all over Terrell. And a travel right there. They have frustrated her early.
And pressure, whether it be in the full court or half court, isn't always about getting steals, like stealing the ball. A lot of times it's forcing turnovers like that.
Bendick back in, little jumper, got it to go off the glass. Everyone thought she was going to pass that ball.
Yeah, Gabby Bendick, 6 points, 5 rebounds. I think you're right. I think she thought about it, and then the defense kind of collapsed a little bit, so why not shoot it? Here we see her looking for the pass. Nope. The old rope-a-dope got it in, and Miami Christian looks really good here this morning, which isn't easy to do, and FAMU's got to burn another timeout.
Two proud traditions. Take a look at what the Baby Rattlers and the Victors have been able to do. Combined 59 playoff appearances. And you look there for Miami Christian, their best finish was 2 years ago here when they got to the state semifinals. And for the Baby Rattlers, needs no saying what they've been able to do. They're looking for their first championship since 2017. That was when they marked off that three-peat, which had the Terrell twins when they were 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Then they transferred to Lincoln just to come back, and we'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah, come back now as seniors wanting to win not your traditional 4th state title.
Bendick playing great defense against Aaron Terrell. And the drive, and that one is good. They're going to need that from her.
Yeah, both Terrells are really going to have to step up here in this first half to try to make a difference, cut into this lead a little bit.
Bendick holding the ball. By the way, with her 6 points, she now has 1,000 in her career. That one just rattles in and out from Velez. But another chance. These second chances, Travis. 7 offensive rebounds here in the opening quarter. And Bendick says, let's go. Trying for that pass. Oh, could have put her on the football team with that arm strength. Important possession here, I feel, Travis. You got FAMU's got to maybe have some points here to end the quarter.
Yeah, I think so too. And that's where you want it. Terrell with the shot.
Good rebound, no good there, knocked out. And FAMU's going to get 15 seconds and another chance.
This defense is just stifling.
Erica Terrell tried, and there's another block. Oh, they say it went off.
Oh, that's the worst. You get your shot blocked, and then it goes off of you.
So FAMU brings the pressure, as we've seen. Here's Velez, gets it to Ramirez. The shot couldn't have ended any perfectly. Not going to get up. A 24-8 lead at the end of the first quarter. Miami Christian making a statement here in the 2A championship. FAMU, though, they know what it takes to win. We'll see what they can do. Second quarter moments away.
With locations in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and now Florida, the highest quality orthopedic care is closer to you. Learn more at hss.edu/location. If you're posting pictures from today's event on your social media accounts, tag the FHSAA and we'll retweet and share them. Follow the FHSAA on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat by searching for FHSAA. You can also like us on Facebook.
Second quarter just about to get underway here on Spectrum Sports 2A final. Miami Christian right now, what can you say about them? Up 24-8. And Travis, this is a team that has really been kind of coming on strong. You see the number there between 76 and 2018, 8 playoff wins, 7 over these last 3.
And I'm always amazed at teams that are here for the first time that win it. And it looks like it's sometimes I think you have to chip away at it a little bit. You have to get to the Final Four, get to the state title game, and then eventually win it. But if this holds up, wow, Miami Christian could win their first here today.
Well, remember, a few years ago, I believe it was the boys basketball coach was running both programs for Miami Christian. If I'm not mistaken, Miami Christian had a buzzer-beating 3 for the boys a couple years back to win a state championship. So it's a proud school down there. But for these girls, what a take by Bendick. This is one of the lone interscholastic programs they have at Miami Christian for the girls' side.
Yeah, the boys team in the 2000s were down here all in Lakeland all the time, and I guess up here in Lakeland from Miami. But yeah, it's nice to see the girls program get involved now too.
It's always fun when you get teams from South Florida because they have their own game, their own style, and they're good, as we've seen.
Yep.
That's 8 points, 5 rebounds now for Bendick. And almost a steal. Instead, they're going to get it for a little bit of a reach.
Just her first, nobody in foul trouble. Quite a few fouls in that first quarter, but neither team really in any foul trouble.
Rotation and then taken away.
Good
and up
pass.
ahead, Bendick. All day, Gabby Bendick gets it to fall. She's got 10. And then that pass, I think, got it kicked. It's unfortunate there from Ramirez. Erica Terrell gonna come out and take a seat. So just one twin doing the inbound pass. And Terrell for three.
And that's just a little thing there, but the boxing out, it just shows you how well coached Miami Christian is. We had a game last night, and the entire game, I don't know if I saw anyone box out on either team the entire game. So just to see Bendick there, their best player, doing the gritty work and boxing out a bigger player, it's really good coaching.
And then on the other end, you see here, I mean, it was, Gonzalez earning her way to the line. They're not afraid. Yeah, they see the basket, they see the contact. They're like, well, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
Why not?
There's no doubt. And going back to what you said about that Miami style, if you're not used to that style, it's a punch in the face here at the Lakeland Center. RP Funding Center, excuse me.
Bendick with the steal, and that's just too easy. Gabby Bendick's got 12. Hard to believe she does not have a college home yet, Travis.
Yeah, we need to remedy that. We need to get good call, good block. And
that's
going to 2-1.
Reddick.
It's going to be 2-1 Angie. Yeah, Gabby Bendick, 5'4", not bad size, point guard. Yeah, we need to find her. We need to find her a home next year.
So, like you mentioned, Angie Gonzalez has 2. Also, under the radar, Ambar Ramirez, the senior, has 2 fouls as well. On the other side, only one with any real potential trouble is Capri Cargill. She's got 2. And can't make that one, so. And then they get the travel call.
It's a tough call. When there's contact like that, I think you either call a foul or let it go.
Good pass underneath. Logan can't get it to finish. And here comes the victors. And who's ahead of everyone? Bendick, spin move. Got it off the glass. And you see her putting the hand up saying, you're not going to stop me.
Yep, that's a personal foul. When she gets a technical foul here, that's her second personal too.
Technical foul called against number 0, Gabriella Bendick. Her second personal.
Let's see what she does. I know one thing she does. She spins this young lady right into the podium. And then afterwards, yep, can't do it.
You can't do that.
Yeah, it's a good call. And when you've got 3 people on your bench,
yeah, that's
every foul is precious.
like I said earlier. Their head coach Chanel Davila, she said maybe next year I'll have 10 players. She doesn't have them this year though. But I mean, it just shows you what type of player Bendick is. I mean, she is hard-nosed. She's going to keep on playing. She's going to take a seat now, and who knows for how long. And the coach is talking to her just for a few seconds, understanding how important this is.
And maybe this is the motivation that FAMU needs. A little taunting from the other team might wake them up. We'll see.
FAMU's got that pride. We don't like to be disrespected. They've got such a rich history. See if Terrell can get going. She's got the freshman on her. Velez trying to work on Velez. Velez, good defense.
Wow.
That's just a great shot. You tip your hat.
Yes. Yep, both young ladies there did their job. One just a little better than the other.
Maybe that gets Terrell going a little bit. She's got 8 now, but it's been a quiet 8. Now picking it up. She's got Gonzalez on her now. It's 33-12. Can they chip away? Terrell from the parking lot. No.
She must have a Mountain Dew sponsorship. She shot it from the Mountain Dew logo.
That's going to be coming up in the NBA All-Star game next month probably. And a great gritty take right there. That results in a jump ball, and it's going to go back over to FAMU.
I think we're going to get a timeout for Miami Christian. Nope. Thought she was calling timeout. But, yeah, they might have woken up a sleeping rattler here by that taunting.
That's not. I don't know if I'd ever want to wake up a sleeping rattler.
Even if it's a baby rattler.
Yeah, maybe. Ball going to go right back over. Erica Terrell back out on the floor, by the way. And Erica Cromartie, her success with this program and always has that calm demeanor on the sideline. So this deficit, you know, maybe not familiar for FAMU, but they're not going to show it. And there you go. So the Victors have had a few chances there.
Ambar Ramirez, the senior, with 3 fouls. Got a sub at the table. Gabby's coming back in probably for her, I'm guessing.
6 points, 3 rebounds for Ramirez. And they're going to take her out.
Someone's got to come out. There.
Yeah, you can't have 6. I know that for a fact.
I've read that in the rule book.
That's all I know. I'm just here. But yeah, now you got to make, because Gabby's so aggressive, so she's got to be careful here.
Yeah.
Velez tried to swipe it. What a beautiful move. That's Alex Reddick. Someone who can handle the ball well. She did just that.
And FAMU has woken up.
The floater, Gonzalez. Nice answer.
But you can tell with the attitudes of the Miami Christian girls that they're not going to get rattled. I think they're calm.
Ball free again, diving on the floor.
Timeout.
And that was Victoria Angaren hitting the floor. And now the timeout for the Victors with 4:31 remaining. It's 35-14. Miami Christian putting everything on to FAMU right now. It's been one of those, we talked about difficult seasons, and we mentioned the records, right, Travis? I mean, you look at what happened in the regular season, you look what's happened in the postseason. They did not play a game for about a month there before the holidays until right about the middle of January. And you talk to different teams, like, that's not easy because you can't be together for practice.
Yep.
You can't see each other. We've seen that with the college programs this year, too. Like, when they say shut it down, they don't mean, oh, well, we'll get together Monday. No, you shut it down.
Absolutely. And it'll be neat in generations to come. And you walk into a gym and see a banner for a state title and look up at that banner, and that team went 4-2 that year. You're going to have to do some explaining.
Yeah.
But, well, that was a different time.
Yeah. And a 5-second call. And so FAMU going to get the ball back. Important 4 minutes or so here for the Rattlers. If they could maybe chip away at this lead, get it a little more respectable, you never know. We've seen the crazier things happen here in Lakeland.
Yeah, one thing you don't want to do is go into the half down 20. That is for sure. Like you said, chip away at this lead and really.
That was Capri Cargo. That's going to be her 3rd foul. That was a frustration foul. She thought she had an easy offensive rebound off the Terrell miss.
One-on-one, she'll come out now. Antonia Davis will come in for her. Antonia Davis.
Davis has had a couple of good plays so far for the Rattlers coming in. She's a good body to have underneath. And FAMU's not afraid to go deep to their bench. Here comes Terrell. Terrell trying to make a couple moves off the glass. There you go.
And that's what FAMU needs. They're calling off their press. I think they're going to focus more on getting stops in the half court. Yeah, that's her lane. Good take, good defense though.
Here comes double trouble. Terrell to Terrell. Aaron off the glass. No. Quickly done. Bendick ahead. Reddick, good defense to cut her off from the basket. So coming in strong off the glass. Beautiful done. Nice cut there from Victoria Angaren.
And that was such a heady play by Gabby Bendick. Just kind of held things up, didn't force the issue, and then saw the trailer cutting down the middle of the lane. Another assist for Gabby.
Strong take from Terrell. No call. Plenty of contact. Moreira ahead to Bendeck. Bendeck, eyes always up. And a quick travel there, shuffle of the feet from Engoren. Looks like Seul Gonzalez is going to check back into the game.
Checking in the game for lane victors number 12, Swell Gonzalez.
Miami Christian calling off their press as well. Maybe with the foul trouble, I'm guessing. Foul trouble. And like we said, a three-person bench.
Well, I think it's tough. You've mentioned both coaches, both teams like to press, and both teams are so aggressive, and they're both very smart. But when you go into the press, there's the three from Terrell, and she's trying to do everything she can right now. It's 13 for her. But both teams, like, you can't tell a team, hey, let's full court press, but don't be aggressive.
Exactly.
That's like,
Yep.
you know, it's an
Yep.
oxymoron, right?
Yep. And that last three, that was Lakeland Magic territory. And we saw that last night. A lot of the girls, I don't know if they were confused or actually just wanted to shoot NBA threes. But we saw a lot of deep threes taken last night.
I've heard some of the players say, like, they feel the court's a little wider. They feel like, and I think a few of them have gotten confused. What a strong take. Count the basket there from Angie Gonzalez.
And from the beginning of this game, this has been Angie's game. Going strong to the basket, not settling for jumpers, drawing contact, and one.
She's got 12. Her average is 12.9.
And back to the press they go.
And you want to talk about a player that is living in the moment of her final game. Nice play there, no good, strong. And guess who's right there for the board? It's Gonzalez. Well, that's who I'm talking about. She had 4 points in the semifinals. She's got 12 here today. And she's leaving her mark.
Fans helping out the officials, letting them know who
They're
has
always
possession.
good at that here. All the parents, and
They're on that
they're just so
possession arrow.
kind to help out like that.
Fans are always on that possession arrow. They know it before anyone else.
My uncle, he's the best replay official in the business at home on his big screen. He always is using the Spectrum back button, and he's look at this. How could you not call that?
You know, we talk about the teams and all the hard work that it takes to get here, but these are big games for officials too.
Yes,
they
it
work
is.
They work really hard, and it's really a badge of honor to get picked by your district, your area, to come represent and call a state championship game.
It's a very thankless job, as mostly all officiating across sports.
Yes.
41-19. Inside 2 minutes, Terrell trying to do everything she can. That's a really good job there from Logan.
And she continues to work on the inside. This has been her game so far this morning, is offensive rebounds, tenacity, and back at the line again.
Now 2 for 5 from the charity stripe. She's got 4 rebounds, 4 points. Or pardon me, 5 rebounds now. All right, so it's a 21-point lead for the Victors. Logan, nice steal there. They were trying to find Moreira. Here comes Terrell. Terrell, no fear. Good block. I think that was Gonzalez.
And we've seen that quite a bit from Miami Christian, just not giving up layups. That's the 3rd block I can remember right in that area.
Gonzalez got to be careful, though, that she's got 2 fouls. That's an aggressive play. Off the miss, ahead.
Oh, yep.
And Velez with the travel, and she's not.
She says, I've seen LeBron James do that 100 times. They never call him for travel. Get that running start.
Yeah. Here's Terrell. She'll play at Stony Brook next year. Got it to go. That's a wonderful take.
And that's pretty good defense by Sammy Velez, but just put her in jail here. Lowered that shoulder, draws the contact and one.
With someone like Erin Terrell, the senior, things can get interesting fast. No good on that one. 41-22. Bendeck asking for a little bit of help as FAMU puts the pressure back, and there's another takeaway. Bendeck, though, reading that one right out as she knows what they were trying to go for. 55 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, under a minute to go. To your point earlier, really chip away at this lead now. Get a score, get a stop, or not.
Logan just unable to get that, and here comes Gonzalez, maybe the most confident player right now. Morera double teamed. Gonzalez in front of the Baby Rattler bench. She tight ropes and just not enough for the magic act. You got 35 seconds left. I'm not sure I'd want the victors to touch the ball again.
No, I wouldn't mind. The only thing I might try to do is if you get a good shot here early and then set up the press. Oof. Or not.
Decent shot, good rebound. That's strong play, and you're gonna get the foul call, I believe. Good job there from Jade Dubose. Haven't said her name a lot, but she's someone who just, coach describes her as kind of that playground baller, somebody who just wants to play, get out there, doesn't care what she does.
Yeah, there's kind of an old school play there, whereas she followed her shot, which a lot of people, that's old school. That's antiquated these days. Do what? Follow my shot?
What did you do?
But yeah, followed her shot, got the second shot opportunity, and here we are. This is where FAMU has struggled from the free throw line, or this could be a different game right now.
The team is now 4 for 12 from the charity stripe. You're leaving 8 points. Think about that. That's 41-30.
Yeah.
Coach Cromartie will have a long word for her team. Okay, you get one at least.
Here's where you want to break the press and then settle down. Don't force anything here. If you're Miami, you don't have to.
No there. You got 8 seconds. Terrell across. Can she work her way in? What a basket, and much needed to end the half. 41-25. Miami Christian has been dominating the play through the first half of the 2A final, but FAMU, thanks to Erin Terrell, their 4,000-point scorer, they're staying in it. Baby Rattlers aren't out of it. We'll take a break. Look at the first half numbers. Second half coming up soon from Lakeland.
We're proud to announce the Balfour Company as official supplier of championship rings to the Florida High School Athletic Association. All participants at the FHSAA State Championship events qualify for a championship-style ring. Visit BalfourMidvale.com for the keepsakes that last forever. A little extra, a lot less ordinary. Come book a room with us at Spring Hill Suites Marriott, located across the street from the Army Funding Center. Book now by calling 863-413-1700. Don't forget to visit the Team IP merchandising booth outside the arena to purchase your official FHSAA Basketball State Championship souvenir. Team IP, the official merchandise company of the FHSAA. Florida Dairy Farmers is a proud supporter of student
The 2A state championship rolls on here in Lakeland alongside Travis Jones. I'm Chris Torello. A 16-point lead for Miami Christian, the victors, in an effort to claim their first ever state championship. Travis, let's go over the first half stats. You and I were just looking at the stat sheet. Some pretty remarkable ones. The big one you pointed out was just the assists for Florida A&M, just one.
One assist, and again, when you have a superstar on your team, sometimes you stand around and watch her, and I think that's happened too much in that first half.
Another number is the free throws, 5 of 13 for the Rattlers. They're leaving points out there. Miami Christian, they're very aggressive, doing well, putting 9 in from the charity stripe. So should be an interesting second half. And of course, what is at stake? It's to win a 2A state championship. And we mentioned for the victors, they finally made it here to a state championship. The Rattlers, they haven't hoisted a trophy in a few years, but they're trying to add on to their illustrious history. And I mean, for Miami Christian, if they are able to hang on, what a moment it's going to be for the likes of Gabby Bendeck and for Angie Gonzalez, these girls who have worked so hard this year.
Yeah, it almost looks like we have a team here in Florida A&M, or FAMU, excuse me, the Baby Rattlers, that they almost look like they just expect to turn it on.
Yeah.
Flip a switch here and do better in the second half, whereas Miami Christian has really forced the issue. They want to take home this title.
Rattlers were first out of the locker room by a few minutes, too. So they had their message from Erica Cromartie, and then they got right back out. The Terrell twins give and go, and guess who? Erin Terrell, who, by the way, is older by a minute. And that is important when you're a twin. I have a twin sister, and I take pride being the oldest every day. That's a nice turnaround there from Daimelis Morera.
Great post up, great post move. Again, we talk about old school. That you don't see a lot of post moves anymore either.
All the basics. Terrell for 3, no good there. That made her first of this second half. The pressure on from FAMU. Bendeck will stop there. Jumper no good. And that's what FAMU needs. They need a couple of misses, and they need to go quick. Terrell gonna go. Great move to make sure no contact with Velez, and she's got a quick 5 here in the second half. Yeah. And it's a 13-point lead.
Yeah, I think if Miami Christian doesn't score here and FAMU does, we're gonna see an early timeout for the victors.
Nearly losing it. Nearly a jump ball. Velez, now we will get a jump ball. It's gonna stay here for the victors, but give credit to Coach Cromartie's Baby Rattlers. They have come out of the locker room confident, and they're being aggressive, and they're kind of setting the tone in the first minute 15.
And that's a different halftime speech given by a coach who's been here and won numerous state titles, and a coach in her second year.
Bendeck for 3, no good off the rim, and here comes FAMU. Terrell, she'll be aggressive, behind the back, lay it in, no good there. Quickly down, good job there from Logan getting those hands up. That's another basic, just put your hands up on defense.
Yeah, we're seeing a more demonstrative FAMU team. They're more into this game, maybe just a late wake-up call.
And FAMU's got a good crowd here, so if they can start, you don't want to get them going. How about that? From Daimelis Morera, 4 quick points for her in the paint to start the second half. Terrell going fast off the glass, counted as a chance to make it 3 from the line. She's got 7 points already here in the second.
And that's just a determined take to the basket, absorbs the contact and one, and it looks like she might be putting this Rattler team on her back in the second half.
Pardon me, that's 6 now with the free throw.
But
she's got 23. Math was never my strong suit, that's why I'm here. But it's a 12-point lead, and my math is correct there. And the pressure starting to maybe come in for FAMU. A confident group, and you've talked about it, Travis. It was a different type of speech Cromartie had to give. Bendeck. No, but gets the late whistle.
and as well as Aaron Terrell is playing, we're going to have to say this. We're going to have Gabby Bendeck match her. If Miami Christian's going to pull away and end up winning this game, she's going to have to match her tenacity at both ends.
Nine of 14 from the line for the Victors in the first half, and they get that one to drop, so the 10th made. And Bendeck is 5 for 5 with one more coming.
Anxious to see if Miami Christian's going to get back into that press. Maybe that's the thing they need to turn this game back around. But no, they're in foul trouble, maybe a little tired. Going to fall back, pick up zone.
And Bendeck's got 2. You've got Ramirez with 3 as well as Gonzalez with 3. So those are your 3 stars. Supporting players have come up at different times. And a turnover, and here comes the Victors. See if they can maybe settle down. Double team there. And a takeaway. Yes, that's Reddick, the junior. Gets it ahead. Terrell says, I'm shooting a 3. No. And Bendeck has the rebound. Logan gets down, and Reddick comes up with it back to Terrell. Why not take a 3?
That's blocked. Yeah, you got to go after
blocked
that.
and goes. And you see Coach Cromartie having a quick word with DuBose. I love DuBose. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to take this. I want to be a part of it. Here's DuBose.
On cue. Oh,
The no look to Terrell.
She heard you hyping her up over here.
That's what I do best. Check is in the mail. 12-point lead, Bendeck. The kick out, Morera just missed, but guess who's right there? It's Bendeck, the 2 switching roles, and it's Bendeck underneath to clean it up.
And the 5'4", Gabby Bendeck has done a little bit of everything. Inside, outside, assists, threes, she's doing it all.
That's a double-double for Bendeck, 16 and 10, and that's also of her 3rd foul. You see her, yep, she just pointed 3.
Yeah, that's where that technical foul is one of those 3.
Yeah.
And we talked about the momentum shift since that she waved goodbye to them after scoring that layup. And again, sometimes that's all you need, a little bit of motivation.
Terrell twins. Aaron is not afraid wherever she wants to go. Here's Erica to Logan. Logan! And that's going to be important because that, I believe, is Gonzalez's 4th foul.
Yeah, the heart of this team with 4 fouls with 4 minutes left in the 3rd.
That's going to force maybe her sister Seul to come in. 13.6 rebounds for Angie Gonzalez. Logan makes that one.
Logan just needs this end of the court. The other end didn't shoot free throws that well. She needs that Mercedes-Benz background.
She's 5 for 8. (49-37). Here's a 3. No good. Logan with the strong rebound. And this looks like what Miami Christian was doing in the first. It is a 10-point game.
And this FAMU Rattler crowd is now awoken as well, getting into the game, and you can tell the Victors are back on their heels in foul trouble.
Gonzalez playing with 4 fouls and a miss. You can see, I think, the air's coming out of their tires a little bit. Here's Terrell. You think she wants to make some magic. Good straight up D. Bendeck got to be careful with the reach in, and we are going to get a call. Who's that on? That's on Ramirez. Ambar Ramirez picks up her 4th. Well, you're in a lose-lose there because it was Bendeck and Ramirez both reaching. And now it is Seul coming in for her older sister, Angie. A 10-point game.
And I think if the Rattlers score here, Miami Christian has got to get a timeout. They've got to put the wheels back on.
Logan drops it. It's an 8-point game.
Timeout. There it is.
And there's the timeout that our coach Travis Jones wanted for Coach Chanel Davila. And Mary Logan leading the way to the Baby Rattlers sideline. My goodness, take a look at this.
And finally, she finishes instead of getting to the free throw line. And at one point, I was expecting possibly a running clock.
Yeah.
Here we are, 8-point game. Nice slogan there for the Rattlers, cut the net.
There you go.
Except they don't let you do it here. It was one of the most disappointing things about winning a state title. No ladder, no one shining moment, no net cut.
Yeah. The Baby Rattler cheerleaders all excited there. They've been providing some great energy for the Rattler crowd who have needed that energy. And so to see both sides of this arena nicely filled up for a 10 a.m. game, mind you. People spread out, by the way, social distancing, masks, the whole 9 yards.
Oh,
and
my.
there's the steal. It's Erica Terrell. She gets it. It's down to 6 with under 3 to play. Here in the third, we got a whole fourth quarter to go.
And if you're Miami Christian, you're just trying to stay afloat right now. Just wanting to get a bucket, something to stop the bleeding.
How about Di Morales-Morero with the move? Gabby Bendick. This is getting fun.
Gabby Bendick, she is going to have to be the one to calm things down here. And she can't be caught reaching.
She's got 20, looking for more. She couldn't pick it up there. Ambar Ramirez drops it off. And a good basket there from Victoria Ngaran. So those 4 points are huge right there to get the lead back up to 10.
That's a good momentum shifter there for Miami Christian.
Bendick just like kind of say to Terrell, come on. Ooh. No good. That's Cargill going over, careful there, but just kind of slaps it out. Velez comes in.
Also taking number 5, Victoria Rangaran.
Rangaran will do the inbounding. Angie Gonzalez comes out. Good defense from Terrell. Ramirez gets it across, and there's a foul right there. Nothing too much to worry. I think that's the second on Terrell.
Always wondered about twins, too, identical twins, if one's better than the other. If at halftime one's in foul trouble, if there's a switching of jerseys at any point, I would think so, right?
Yeah. I don't think that's wrong. My sister didn't like science class, so she's like, Chris, you go take it for me. I'm like, it doesn't work that way, Laura. Important minute 40 here for the victors. Ooh. That's a great take. Ramirez playing with 3 fouls. The lead back up to 12. The Victors trying to maybe weather this storm from the Baby Rattlers as they have come on strong. Bendick being aggressive. Got to be careful. And there's a travel there from DuBose.
Yeah, that's an entire possession without either Terrell touching the basketball. I know one's on the bench, but Aaron didn't touch the ball at all that entire possession.
We got Erica sitting there by the scorer's table ready to come back in. To think these two were both state champs. And a nice takeaway. There's Cargill, one of the seniors who said, this is everything we've worked for. How about a Mary Logan? You want to talk about an unsung hero today for FAMU. If they're able to pull this off, she's one of them.
And she loves this end of the court. Didn't have a great first half as far as scoring. The second half has really gotten to the rim more aggressively.
Here's Bendick, 37 seconds, trying to move. Strong take, drops it off. Morera! What a nice third quarter for Morera. She has 6 points. They're all here in the third quarter. Terrell for 3. She has more than 6, I promise you. Logan, strong rebound. No, Cargill couldn't get it, but gets the whistle, and she'll go to the line.
And Cargill's one who had to sit most of the first half in foul trouble. Maybe she can get going here in the second half. Again, offensive rebounds, the key. Not one, but two. 2 stolen possessions gets you to the free throw line.
Saw an interview that Cargill gave to one of the local affiliates up in Tallahassee before coming down here for the semifinals, and just talked about how hard this team had worked and how much she'd been thinking about getting to this moment. And here she is at the charity stripe. Good rotation, puts it through.
And we've addressed this earlier about what a crazy year it's been for everyone.
Yeah.
So to get down here and be a part of this, I think makes it a little bit more palatable on having a really rough year. Going on a really rough 2 years.
Yeah. So 2 important free throws for Cargill. It's back down to 10. Can FAMU make that push? Morera, no good. A lot of confidence for her. It's going to stay with under 5 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
That's one thing about this Miami Christian team. No fear out of anyone. And this is a play underneath out of bounds. I don't know if it's a drawn-up play or not, but it's just Gabby Bendeck just posting up strong, inbounds pass, drawing the foul. And that's just, if it's not a set play, that's just smart IQ, high IQ basketball.
Took 1.4 seconds off the clock, too. So very fast. Still amazes me that Bendeck is looking for a home next year. Her family, she's from Columbia. Her family is still in Columbia. She is here to achieve the dream of playing college basketball, and yet she has not been able to be around her family. Terrell gave a heave, no. So 59-47, the victors of Miami Christian will take a 12-point lead into the 4th quarter, but FAMU outscored them by 6 in the 3rd. They're trying to inch closer and add to their storied history.
Check us out at buzzingtacoshop.com. At Fred's Market, you can enjoy a delicious buffet at a great price. For locations, visit fredsmarket.com. Good sports programming needs good officials. You can stay connected to this flashing competition by becoming an FHSAA contest official. There's a need for officials at all levels of all sports, and you can help fill those needs. We invite you to join the thousands of men and women in the FHSAA contest official program who play vital roles in the integrity.
4th quarter about to get underway here at George Jenkins Arena in Lakeland. Travis Jones, Chris Torello with you, and it's been really fun watching someone like Gabby Bendeck lead this Miami Christian team. She's got over 1,000 points, achieving that entering here today. She was on that Final Four team a couple of years ago. We're just talking about her story of her parents being in Columbia, having to be here alone, really, and just wanting that dream. And I keep shaking my head whenever I talk with Coach Davila about this is a young woman who does not have a college home. So any college coach watching, because I know you can't be here,
Right.
consider Gabby Bendeck. Consider all these young ladies. But Gabby Bendeck is one of those heart and soul players. And there's a foul, and who's that on?
No.
They got it on Reddick.
Got to get the coach back on the.
Erica Cromartie's not happy at all with that.
Good job by the assistant. That's all I ever asked of my assistants.
Just pull me back.
Pull me back.
Cromartie, just so wonderful talking with her after their semifinal win. And she told me, she goes, I'm not even a morning person. So to get the 10 a.m. game, she goes, I might be a little cranky. Her team's been fighting hard to get back after the huge hole. Gabby Bendeck nearly with some magic. And then right there, she's lucky they're going to call that for a jump ball. She went low towards the leg. Just out of aggressiveness. But you've got to be careful. Nearly gets away there. And the freshman gets it off to the junior. Here's Angie Gonzalez. And that's an offensive foul. And that's it.
That is a tough
Angie
call.
Gonzalez on an offensive foul. The junior captain is done in the state championship. What a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, that's tough. Only a junior, so she's got another year, but that's a tough way to end your junior season on a foul called like that.
But when you've been on the way you have 13-6, and you've been one of those main players in this, and now you got to sit and watch
Yep.
the final 7 minutes. And FAMU is in the bonus the rest of the way. A quick 2-on-1. And Morales couldn't handle it. Logan to the floor, picks it up. Here comes Reddick. Reddick's got Terrell off to her left. Instead, it's Erica. Erin Terrell, step back three. Not one no good, but her sister right there to pick it up and put it in.
Twins with that unfair advantage, they can always read each other's minds, right? and she knew where that was going.
Yeah, but my sister never said nice things to me, so.
So now it's a delicate situation here for
Yeah.
Miami Christian. You kind of hold the ball or shoot deep threes.
Well, you do that. Well, if
Yeah,
Gabby
that's a two.
Bendick wants to shoot a long 2 or 3, or however they count it.
And that goes back to no fear. They have been fearless this entire game.
What a spin move there from Terrell, but it's been in that range where the Baby Rattlers have been kind of trading blows. Instead of being able to get on that final run, it's kind of stayed in this 10-point range. There's Ramirez, no good. They need the rebound. Di Morales-Morera. Great job there, but the jump ball is going to give it to FAMU. But Morera has come up huge this half. Unbelievable play from her.
Yeah, really. We used to say that she got an extra orange slice at halftime. She came out with a lot of energy.
Her coach talked to me about how this year was a night and day transformation. Well, this half has been the night and day transformation. Erin Terrell, that is so strong. Never seen a guard get that spin in that corner.
So quick to the basket. Timeout.
And a timeout going to be taken as the lead is now down to 8. Well, let's talk more about these twins of FAMU, Erin and Erica. We talked about how they both were here for that three-peat and then were with Lincoln and just came back. And Terrell's going to sign with Stony Brook, and Erica will be signing in the spring per her coach. You know, one thing about Erin and Erica is the two of them, they just don't care about the points. You see Erica with her total. We know what Erin's done. Together, the twins have over 5,000 points. Both of them are kind of like, they're just points.
Yeah.
We want to win.
Yeah.
We're here to win, man.
Yeah, you would give all those points back to win a state championship, or in their case, win the 4th state title in your senior season.
Go back to that 2017 state championship game. They combined for 23 points, 12 steals.
And they were in what grade that year?
That was when they were in 8th grade.
8th grade.
8th grade there, Travis.
I'm not sure I knew how to tie my shoes.
5.5 to play. The Victors up by 8 out of a timeout.
Nice play. Got
No good, and
Tough
here we
angle.
go. This could be a chance here for Terrell. A 3 would make it 5. I say 3 because that's what she likes to shoot. Here's Logan, no call, little bit of contact.
travel. Good call.
And there's a travel, and it stays down here.
Good call.
Erin, so just to kind of show you how things are, Erin Terrell has taken 35 shots. The entire Miami Christian team has 44.
I think that's why they had 1 assist at halftime. But hey, it works.
Now to Logan. Logan, fearless turnaround. Couldn't get it to go. Cargill maybe a little out of position. And a good job there from Morera. Comes the push from the Victors. Logan got a hand on that one. Now the double team. Every second ticking away. Logan to the floor.
dive.
Puts it ahead, Terrell. That could be the play of the game. And Terrell gets it to go. It's down to 6.
Ooh, she traveled too. Yeah, Miami, might need to get another timeout here. I know they only have 2 left, but
Bendick nearly lost it in the paint. Very aggressive there from Erica. Look, you're not just going to let Gabby Bendick have an easy shot, so I don't blame Erica at all, Erica Terrell. Erica Terrell picks up her first. She's only got 4 points, but man, she's been so impactful in this game.
and that's the difference. FAMU really doesn't. There is no such thing as foul trouble now. When you've been down the whole game and you're scrapping your way back, you just go all out defensively, be as aggressive as you can. But you don't have to go crazy. You're only down a couple possessions.
No, you're right. It changes the whole dynamic of how you play. Alex Riddick does have 4 fouls. She's the one maybe in the most trouble. And there's a foul. That's Bendick. That's 4. That's where the aggressiveness comes in here, because now Coach Cromartie's an excellent coach. And she's telling them, let's go. Let's go here. You see Gonzalez is out. Ramirez and Bendick. We talked about the 3-headed monster, 3-headed snake, if you will, for the Victors. And we mentioned earlier that they're in the bonus. So now you're putting someone like Terrell on the line. 2 for 4 on the day. Team's 10 of 18, and the first one is good. She'll get 1 more.
Yeah, you mentioned this earlier, too, when you're an aggressive pressing team, trapping even in the half court, it's hard to turn it off. It's hard to say calm down and be careful, because we're in foul trouble.
It's tough when you tell a team, let's go 1,000 miles an hour, and then try and say, no, let's slow down. That's not how they're wired. And a 10-second violation. And I think Coach Davila's kind of like, how is that 10? So we've seen 10-second violation, 5-second on ball. We've seen it all here today. This is a big moment for FAMU. They've been down the whole game. They've never led. They're down 6. Terrell, she can step back, do whatever she wants. No good there. What a strong rebound. And a Mary Logan. She had a great play earlier to get the ball ahead in transition when she dove to the floor. She may have the 2 most important plays of this second half for FAMU.
And this is the same energy we've seen since the tip-off for her. That offensive rebound presence, drawing contact, now at the line.
She had 16 in the semifinals. She's got 13 here today. Oh, by the way, she's averaged 9 all year.
Steps up in the big games.
And a Mary Logan has this a 3-point game. This changes everything now, because now you don't need to worry so much. And Davila's going to take that timeout. And the FAMU crowd rising to their feet. Oh my goodness, at one point it was a 25-point lead for Miami Christian. You were saying it earlier. You and I were thinking we're going to be talking anecdotes the whole second half. We're going to be doing it. We got so many great graphics from our producer, Chris McCulley. We put those away.
I looked up famous victors to share with the crowd. Victor Hugo, Victor Cruz. I was going to get into that if we had a running clock. Victor Oladipo, but here we are. And again, I hate to harp on that technical foul like Gabby Bendick, but ever since that moment, that was kind of the smelling salts that FAMU needed.
Well, don't go anywhere, because we are just getting started. Coming up 12:30 right here on Spectrum Sports. It's the 4A state final. Lake Highland Prep, 34 straight games they have won against Lincoln Park. They're making themselves part of the conversation, trying to bring home that state championship. So don't go anywhere. A full Saturday of girls basketball, some of the best basketball you'll see in the country, is coming your way on Spectrum Sports. We hope you continue to join us. I think you and I are right back for that. And a steal, that's DuBose. A 3 would tie it. This play, that would have taken the roof off of this place. And a travel from Bendeck. And Bendeck just kind of looked up as if to say, what has happened?
Yeah, and you don't want to get into that mentality of, can the clock just run out and we have one more point to them?
Yeah.
You've got to win this game.
I like that. DuBose, why not? She's missed 2 straight. And now ahead, Bendeck. Bendeck's going to have to be run down by Logan, and that's an important basket there. And back to 5. Terrell the runner. No, Cargill kept it alive. There's Logan. Logan, no, couldn't get it off the front rim. And a foul against Cargill. For a split second there, it looked like, I believe that was Ramirez and Marrera, both had their hands on the ball. And they were very wise to let one of them go.
This game has come in waves. It just seems like FAMU will have a flurry, and then Miami Christian has answered the bell every time.
Well, here comes the full press. 3:09 remaining. Miami Christian has led the whole way, but FAMU has had a lot to say in this second half. There's Terrell staying very tight on Ramirez.
You've got lots of time if you're FAMU. You don't have to rush it.
Bendeck keeping that from going over. Nearly had it taken away. Bendeck just using that time, very smart. Logan tried to reach.
I think they're taking the air out of the ball. I think
They're going to try and run this out as much as they can. They're not going to see a shot here unless they get it really close. There's Bendeck. I think if you're Coach Cromartie, you got to just keep looking at that clock. You never know. This is wonderful, by the way. That ball, couple bounces right in. And there's Terrell. She finally got to it, but comes right back over to Miami Christian. And there's the foul right there against Aaron Terrell.
and that puts them in the bonus. That'll be 7th team foul. They'll go to the line 1-on-1. And I think fouling Victoria here hasn't had a lot of burn this game, hasn't had a lot of scoring opportunities. I think they've got the right person at the line.
62% free throw shooter, someone who's been very level-headed throughout her time with this program. And that one no good. Cargill tried to have the rebound. A couple times we've seen the ball come out of Cargill's hands, but now you're putting the freshman Velez to the line.
Even though Coach Cromartie's got a mask on, I know that look.
Yeah.
You did everything right. You fouled the right person.
Coach
She missed the shot, and then you don't get the rebound.
73% shooter from the line for Velez this year. Looks up and puts up, and she hits. It comes down to free throws when you're trying to win.
I think Miami Christian's going into this last 2 minutes with the mentality of solid defense, don't take any shots, but layups and free throws.
Oof. I think they got lucky there on that call. Cargill was right there. I think I just saw Coach Davila kind of giving out some instruction. Could have sworn I saw her say, don't let her have a three. Terrell just took one, no good. And that's where every time the ball doesn't go in, that's where you have to be careful. And there is a foul out, I believe, for Reddick, her 5th. FAMU's been digging into that bench a little bit.
Still all kinds of time. When you're down 6 points, you look at it as you're down 2 shots, 2 possessions. These free throws can add to that deficit, but you're really in not that big of a hurry if you're FAMU. You don't need to shoot deep threes.
Bendeck misses that one. Terrell with the rebound. You know, Terrell just wants to shoot threes, so she will. keep mentioning the time. And that one nearly taken away. Benedek is just going to keep on going. This might be the person to foul. And Aaron, I think, was trying to foul a few times.
Yeah, layups and free throws. That's their strategy. This last minute 20.
Terrell's got
FAMU
3.
got a Jimmy Valvano this game. Extended, foul early, foul often.
They're not fouling. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They need someone to foul, and I think they're going to get Moreira, and she's going to go to the line. She's a 58% free throw shooter. So the problem is they have their choices. As long as it's not Benedek, it's almost like take your chances at the line. Benedek 10 of 12. Everybody else, not so terrific. The rest of the team is 6 for 13. That's a big one, though, from Moreira.
And what else would we expect in this second half but her to step up and knock it down? Moreira's had a great second half for the Victors.
There you go. She makes both. She's like Shaq. Make them when they count.
That's it.
So the lead all of a sudden is back up to 9. And with 1:05 remaining, Miami Christian has to start feeling a little bit better.
Yeah. And you know what's going to happen. You know Aaron Terrell is going to take deep threes. All you got to say in this Miami Christian huddle is get a hand up, don't foul her.
Yeah.
And everyone else, all 4, have got to box out and rebound, which the Victors have done a good job of boxing out here so far today.
Aaron Terrell is 3 of 17 from three-point land, 15 of 40 shooting. I remind you, Miami Christian has taken 46 attempts today. She's gonna be fun to watch, though, at the next level. She's going to Stony Brook up there in the Northeast. So here we go. Miami Christian is a minute away from its first ever state championship. What a great drive there from Erica Terrell. She's only got 6 points. Terrell trying not to foul Benedek. Benedek gets into some trouble, gets it off to Moreira. Gets it over. Aaron's got a foul. That's her 4th, I believe. And now here's the thing, though, because Aaron was trying not to foul earlier. Now she's got 4. You're going to need other people up towards the perimeter from now on. 7-point lead. You may have the right person, though, at the line in Velez.
Velez, just a freshman, but has played this entire game. You wouldn't know it. Besides that baby face, she's had just kind of a spirit about her that it was older than a freshman.
Soraya Wash into the game. And Vallis hits both. So back to 9. 43 seconds remaining. FAMU. Wash turnaround off the glass. No. And I think Miami Christian's starting to feel it there. That one nearly goes out.
Oh, should have dove for it.
My back, It's like when we moved. It's like when we moved last year. It's like, I'll carry the pillows. Miami Christian, the victors, and Gabby Benedek, who all I can say is if she gets fouled here, some college coach, give her a chance.
Yeah, if I'm Stony Brook, take
That'd
a look
be nice.
at her and get both of these.
Him and Terrell. Could you imagine those two together?
Get both
for
of
the
these
next
guards in your backcourt. You could do a lot worse.
I can't tell. I bet you a lot of coaches or NBA GMs have watched these high school or college tournaments and gone, I put these 5 together and I got myself a chance. I put these 2 together. And Benedek, what an unbelievable day for her. She's got 29. This is a shot at 30. Couldn't get that one to roll. Great battle. Almost a jump ball, but a foul instead. That's on Ramirez, and that's 5 on her.
We need you, Ollie.
My team's on the floor. And they will bring in Seul Gonzalez, but Ambar Ramirez She's all set, but you know what? Give Ramirez credit because she played for a while with 4.
Yeah.
And she played pretty smart, pretty aggressive.
And you don't mind fouling out with 26 seconds left.
Always
Up 10.
love that sportsmanship going over to the other coach. And that one goes, going to be a little too late. I can't say enough about how Mary Logan has played today for FAMU, how the Terrell sisters have played. She gets both of them to go. Logan, this has been her end. And there's the foul there. That's from Wash. So an 8-point lead.
So if you're Florida A&M, you're doing the math. Actually, both teams are doing the math in their head. Both coaches. I've been at both ends of this scenario as a coach, and when you're up, you're like, we're definitely going to lose. But when you're down, you're like, all right, there's a chance. I've got 2 timeouts. Hopefully she misses both. We go down and score, timeout, set up our press.
Well, she missed one. Victoria Arangaran. If this is correct, 0 for 2 right now. Make it 0 for 3. But good job there from her, and then it's Gonzalez who comes up with it. Time getting taken away, gonna stay here, 18 seconds left. Janelle Davila was an assistant at Matter Academy. And Gabby Bendek, if they're gonna foul, not sure. There's Gonzalez looking for Bendek, final 5 seconds. I don't think they're gonna foul. Bendek, that's a way to cap off your career. Gabby Bendek just summed up the way she has played this game at Miami Christian, and the ball and the final point that the victors will score. I can't think of a better ending. No good there. It's not going to matter. For the first time ever, the victors taste victory. Miami Christian wins the 2021 2A state championship.
That might be the smallest team huddle, team pileup I've ever seen.
And yet it's got the most heart.
Congratulations to the victors. And Gabby finally is showing some emotion.
Look at that, the embrace. And just all that you can think of. And like Coach Davila told us, maybe next year I'll have 10 girls. But this year it's 8. And that was enough. Congratulations to Coach Cromartie and her team, FAMU. The Baby Rattlers, 11 straight Final Fours, once again in a state championship. The Terrell twins, phenomenal. Erica's going to find her home. Erin's off to Stony Brook. They gave it their all there in the second half too, Travis.
Yeah, you give them so much credit. They never gave up. Down 25 in the first half, it did not look good. And to cut that lead down to 5 or 6 points in the second half shows a lot about their heart in what has been a really crazy year for the Rattlers.
Well, it's Miami Christian who found their way to the top. One thing they've talked so much about is unity. And they have come together in this improbable season of stoppages, ups and downs. And Miami Christian, for the first time ever, one of the lone interscholastic girls programs at Miami Christian, and they have themselves the 2021 Class 2A state championship. The victors on top. Just a terrific moment. And pretty soon those medals are going to be going around Coach Davila and her players' necks. For Travis Jones, I'm Chris Torello. You can take in the entire medal ceremony. We'll see you back here at 12:30 4A state final, Lincoln Park, Lake Highland Prep. Congratulations to the victors, 2A state champs here on Spectrum.
recognize the players and coaches of the 2021 Class 2A State Runner-Up team. The Tallahassee Fort A&M High School Lady Baby Rattlers. Coach Erica Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Class 2A state champions, Ryan Christian, Lady Rattlers, and Coach Chanel Vila.
Hey,